this is your first time clicking on my video, you are meant to be here. Thank you for being here. We are going to stretch for about 30 minutes and yeah, let's get into it. Hopefully you can hear me. I need to get a mic, but like I said, this is a beginner yoga class. We're just gonna start with the basics. I don't like to overcomplicate things. So just sit on your bottom, one leg in front of the other, interlace your fingers above your head. Lift your chin up, looking up at the ceiling, drop your shoulders. Gently place your hands down. Roll your shoulders up to your ears, back behind. Slide your shoulder blades down. Up, behind, slide. Up, behind, slide. Settle in, settle in, settle in. Please know that everything I say today is for me as much as I hope it lands and resonates for you. Life is coming at me fast. I'm having to make quick decisions. I'm having to learn that when I make a decision, that it's not technically a wrong decision. And that's why I love practicing yoga because it's taught me that things can just be like there's no there doesn't always not everything needs to be rigid because don't get me wrong, I love a routine, but not everything needs to be rigid. And I'm somebody that can be very rigid and it can be hard to flow in life. So that's why I like to practice yoga. Let me fix something really quick. I have this thing here. It's bothering me. Okay. All right, y'all. Oof. I just want you put one other. So if you had one leg in front of the other, put the other. Switch your legs. And you notice on this side, my left leg is more up. That means I have more room for opportunity in my left thigh area. Thank you for being here. If you are here, make sure you like the video. This is the first of many classes. We'll be meeting here every week, Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, so just lean forward. Making sure though that you're keeping your butt on the floor as you lean forward. Because a tendency, especially if you have tight hips, most likely you do have tight hips, is that you're going to want to roll all the way onto the sides of your knees. And I just want you to keep your butt glued to the floor and lean. You're going to hinge at your hips as you lean forward. All right, let's do the other side. And you can use your inner part of your forearms as weights to push your thighs down as you lean forward. Again, keeping your butt glued to your yoga mat as you lean forward. I don't think I titled this. Whatever. If you're watching, this is a beginner yoga class. If you are here, make sure you like the video, subscribe. We're opening up our hips. All right, let's close our hips up with our hands and just windshield wiper your knees left and right. Earlier this week, I ran. I did like a 5K. Not like went somewhere. I just ran on where I live. And I kind of pushed myself a little too hard. And here we are. That was Monday, Memorial Day. You can stop. We're going to stand up. Here we are on Friday. And I'm still like last night, my thighs were on fire. They were on fire. Yes, I'm doing yoga, Sophie. Thank you for being here. I'd love for you to join. And I will be uploading this to my YouTube. All I need for you to do is subscribe and you'll get access to the yoga class. All right. How I do yoga is very beginner friendly. Today, like I said, is week one. We're going to be doing foundational poses. They're also known as, if you want some education about yoga, Sun Salutation A specifically is what we're going to be focusing on over the next couple of weeks. Let me come close to you guys. Thank you for hearting the video. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for liking the video. Sun Salutation A are the foundational poses for a yoga class. So if you are wanting to start your yoga practice, like, and when I say that, what I mean is this: if you're like, man, I'm just really tight, or you're like, I just want to connect with myself, because yoga is the connection of mind, body, and soul. So, what does that mean, right? You're connecting your mind, which is up here, your body, which is all of this, and your soul. I don't know, every time I say soul, I believe it's like somewhere in the heart space, somewhere, in this chakra area. I'm not going to get too much into that, but a lot of us are disconnected from our bodies. Hell, our souls as well, right? Hell, our soul. But what I'm getting at is yoga, and that's what we're going to learn over the next few weeks, is how to yoke, because yoga is yoke, right? To bring all three of those things together. Because a lot of us, especially if you're a woman, we live here. We live here. And if you stay in your head, you are going to feel very disconnected. You're not going to feel grounded, right? So let's get into the foundational poses. So the first foundational pose is called Tadasana. That's spelled T like Tom, A, D like dog, A, S like Sam, A, N, A. All yoga poses, just for a yeah, you're funny, Numer. I don't know you. I don't know you. Why would I give you my phone number? All yoga poses end in asana. So asana, okay? So ASANA. All yoga poses end like that. So Tadasana, um, Uttrasana. Uttrasana, I forget. See, this is good for me as well. I want to actually make sure I'm saying the right things to you all, because I feel like it's important to know. Oh, Ustrasana is camel pose. We are not going to do camel pose today, but just know that anytime you take a class and some teachers, they'll go between the Sanskrit. So Sanskrit is what the yoga poses are. Sanskrit is an old Indian language that all of the yoga poses are named under. Okay, because yoga originated in India as well as in Africa, specifically like Egypt as well. So it originated in those two places. But what I'm talking about today is the yoga that originated in India, and all of the poses are named in the language of Sanskrit. So Tadasana, Ustrasana, everything ends in asana, right? So I am I'll let you know at the end of this video how old I am. All right, make sure you like this. All right. So let's get into Tadasana. This is great for me because if I can't fully explain, that means that um, I need to further educate myself, right? So Tadasana, we're gonna stand with our feet hip width apart, okay? This is very important that your feet in any standing pose are rooted, they're glued to the mat. I want to go over our four corners of our feet. So we have four corners of our feet. We have the tops of our toes as corner one. We have the sides of our feet. So we have the outer side as corner two. We have our heel, which is corner three. And we have the inner part of our foot, which is corner four. So all four corners of those feet, we're going to engage at this time. I want you to come on to the balls of your feet, coming up. So your heels are coming up like this, engaging your bottom, engaging your core, meaning bringing your belly button towards your spine. Hands by your sides, palms can be facing towards your legs, belly button towards the spine. Good, come down. We're going to do that again. Come up. Do that one more time. Come up. Good. Come down. So that's corner one, right? On the balls of our feet, not our toes. We're not ballerinas, but just on the balls of your feet. Now you're going to come on the outer corner of your feet, okay? So the outer corner of your feet, lifting up the soles of your foot, if you will, right? Do that again. Open up. So you're on the edge of your foot or in the edge of your feet. Place your feet down. Lift up again. And you'll notice your knees kind of turn out a little bit. It might feel awkward. Come back. Now we're going to come put our knees together so that the inner soles of our feet are pressing into the yoga mat and the outer corner is lifting up. Okay? Press your feet into the mat flat. Do that again. Knees touch. The outer corners of your feet lift off of your mat. Press down. One more time, knees touch each other, outer corners of your feet come up. Press. So now we did the three corners. Yep. Now we're going to do the fourth corner. Use your wall. I'm going to use my wall as I lift onto my heels. So I'm lifting onto my heels and use the wall to support you, okay? So your toes are coming up off of your mat. Come down. That it really engages your thighs. Lift up again. Come down. Do that once more. Good. So now you rest your feet onto the mat. And now what we just did is we brought awareness to your body. So today is all about what does yoga mean, right? Yoga means to connect your mind, body, and soul. So right now we are focusing on connecting our mind to our body. When you can connect your mind to your body, the soul work becomes easier to do because you have to quiet the mind and quiet the body before you can connect with your spirituality. If you are not calm in the mind and calm in your physical body, your spiritual journey is going to be more challenging. So that's why it's so important that you take responsibility over your physical health, over your mental health, even when it feels like you cannot. You must do it. That is the best way to resist. Leave it at that. Press all four corners. Now that you're aware that you have four corners of your feet, press all four corners into the mat beneath you. I know a lot of us like, girl, all you're doing is talking. This is a very educational video because if you are a beginner to yoga, you have to you have to be aware of every part of your body to have a strong foundation, if that be standing or in a seated pose. So press all four corners. I want you to press all 10 of your toes into the yoga mat. So that's corner one. I want you to press the outer corner, the inner corner, and your heels simultaneously into the mat. I want you to press so hard that your what is it called? Why can't I remember that? The arch, your arch. Some of us don't have an arch, some of us have a high arch. Either way, I want you to suction cup your arch or non-arch. Suction cup it. That's how much I want you to press. You'll notice when you press all four corners of your feet into your yoga mat, how then your thighs engage, your booty engages, and then you tend to innately engage your core. Drop both arms by your sides, palms facing forward. Good. But I want you to have a slight bend in your knees. So now relax your feet a little bit because that can be a little tense for your thighs. So just relax your knees. So have a slight bend. Palms are facing forward. Roll your shoulders up, back down. Thank you for hearting the live. I appreciate you. And then lift your chest up and lift your chin slightly. Side story, I used to be in Winter Guard when I was in high school, and we had to perform in front of hundreds of people every weekend, right? And because we were in high school, I was very low self esteem, low confidence. And so when I would do the flag and stuff, I'm like this. And one of my color guard instructors, shout out to Michael, he bought us toilet paper and we all had to wear toilet paper under our neck and we tied it, and leading up to competitions we would have that toilet paper sweaty, disgusting. I don't know what he did with the toilet paper after, I just threw it out. But ever since then, that was years ago, I will never forget, like, lift the chest up, lift the chin up. That's how you want to present yourself, performing or not. You want to carry yourself highly, right? So this is Tadasana. Okay, this is how it looks. This is a yoga pose. So I know a lot of people get messed up in the head and they think, oh, yoga is headstands and splits. If you cannot do something like this by itself, we cannot get to the headstand and split. Good. Inhale, reach your hands up to the sky. So you're now, our hands are up above our head. Palms. These are your palms, okay? Your palms are facing each other, okay? Again, press all four corners of your feet into the mat. Have a slight bend in your knees. Engage your bottom, belly button towards spine. Palms are feet facing each other. Lift up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. I'm turning around. You stay how you are. Bend those knees. And you might be like, girl, I can't touch the floor. I'm going to give you options. Don't stress yourself out. This is yoga. You came to de-stress, not stress. So you can be at your thighs, right? So I'm just going to, I just want to make sure you can see. So we can be at our thighs, okay? We can be at our shins, or we can be at the floor. So if you're like, girl, no, that's your goal then. It's important to have goals in life, right? So your goal for the next however long we're gonna do this for the next few weeks, if you're like, man, I cannot touch the floor, by practicing with me over the next few weeks, every Friday, we won't be here, same time, same place. I cannot guarantee, I cannot guarantee, I cannot guarantee, thank you for hearting live, but I can assure that you'll at least get half an inch closer, okay? Half an inch closer, right? So if we're here today, amazing. You are doing more than most, okay? So if you're here, beautiful. Maybe you're here, beautiful. They're both amazing, wherever you are, all right? And you're feeling this in your calves, in your thighs. This is good for you. Relax your jaw. Allow your head to hang heavy. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, see if you can come down just a half of an inch. Was that a centimeter? Thank you again for hearting the live. I appreciate it. Slowly roll yourself up. Very, very slowly. Whoever comes up last wins. How will I know this? I won't, guys. Just go with it, okay? Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up. reach, reach, reach up. Reach. Exhale, fold. So we're painting an imaginary wall as we fold our upper body, right? And we have a very generous bend in our knee. Beautiful. Good. So again, floor, shins, thighs. Wherever you are, that's where you are, right? And if you are touching the floor because you're trying to be a hero and trying to prove something, I need you to make sure your alignment is right. So what does that mean? I don't want you up on your toes. We ain't doing all that right now. All four corners of your feet should be glued to the mat, okay? Your head is hanging heavy. We have a nice bend in our knees. And if you are here and you're like, girl, I don't feel anything, then I do want you to almost lock your knees. And the top of my head is parallel with the floor. Top of my head is parallel with the floor. Each time you exhale, you come down a little bit deeper. Slowly roll up. Slow. Good. So where are we at for time? Because I wanted to talk about something. Okay, we're doing good with time. So when it comes to headstands, a lot of people, I feel far away. A lot of people, when we think of headstands, that's what we say yoga, headstands, yoga, flexibility, right? A lot of clients that I have, they'll be like, or prospective clients too, they'll be like, I'm not flexible, I can't do yoga. And it's so interesting how people immediately discredit themselves before even trying. And so, what makes yoga with Lesline, my name is Lesline, the best is that I meet you where you're at. So that's it. That's all we're doing today. And I don't even want to say that's all we're doing today, but I really want to break down each pose. So today we did seated pose, which is easy pose. So just to recap, we did 3 yoga poses today. We did seated pose. So we were like this, seated. That is a yoga pose. Then we did a transition pose, but I'm going to give you the 3. Then we did Tadasana, which is also known as mountain pose. And then we did forward fold. Okay? So we did those 3 yoga poses today. And going back to what I said as I close this live with you all, people are like, yoga headstands, right? The reason that I practice and teach yoga is for the physical benefits. One of the physical benefits of doing a headstand, which we'll get to, but we gotta start at the root, okay? One of the benefits of headstand is it's good for your heart health. Okay, so doing headstands, I do headstands to clear my mind and for my heart, to pump more blood to my heart, to exercise my heart, because the heart is one of the most important muscles in your body. Because when you think about it, right, if your heart stops, that's it, right? Thank you, I appreciate that. That's it. So you need to make sure you are exercising your heart. So a lot of people, I guess I opened up this video and I told you I ran a 5K on Monday. A lot of people are like, I hate running. But I need you to be doing something for your heart health, because if you are not actively pumping your heart in some kind of way, your heart will start to slow down. And the more that it slows down, the less oxygenated blood will be perfused, will be pushed out to your body. What does this look like? This looks like blood clots. This looks like high blood pressure. This looks like stroke. okay? If you do not have enough oxygenated blood going to your body. So that's why I practice yoga. So over here, we ain't gonna be doing a lot of fancy things for the gram. If you get what I'm putting down, we are doing stuff for longevity reasons. So with that being said, you're very beautiful. Thank you for the message. So with forward fold is an inversion. What is an inversion? An inversion is anything where your heart, here we go, I always mess this up. Your heart is above, oh lad, okay, I messed this up. I gotta like say it in my head. Hold on, y'all. Where your heart is above your head. Let me say that again. So an inversion is any time your heart is above your head. So technically, how I am in forward fold, my heart is above my head. The same way that if I did a headstand, ooh, give me a minute. Let me make sure my kids are like, what are you doing? Oh, here we go. Okay, it's just the same. It's the same benefits. So that is advanced. YouTube love to push that out when I'm doing that kind of stuff. That is advanced, okay? What we did, but the benefits are equivalent. So again, doing this, if your goal is I can't touch the floor and you are going to, that's another thing with yoga. And you see how I'm like, because because doing headstands, doing forward fold, because if you're somebody too, I am talking to beginners, I'm talking to people that don't do yoga, they don't do one piece of stretch. That's who I'm talking to, right? Doing forward fold it was gonna give you that same feeling where you're just like, where did that energy come from? It surpasses any cup of coffee. It surpasses like the adrenaline, right? To get to that, right? We gotta start with forward fold. If you can't do this, and I'm not being like, let me not, but if you want this, hold on, y'all. All right. Give me a minute. Oh, fuck, that picture gonna drop on me, isn't it? That also is a lot of core, and I'm afraid I'm gonna drop my picture on me and then watch YouTube push that up, right? Let me take a drink. We're gonna close though. Woo! Thanks, 7 of y'all just staring at me. I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. So that's what we're gonna be going over. Again, thank you for being here. I'm gonna wrap this video in 2 minutes technically. I'm a little bit of a stickler because I want to get the 30 minutes so I can get my 30 minutes of watch time. Since you're still here, I am now working on my watch time. I hit the 1,000 subscribers. Woo! Now I got to get the 4,000 hours. When I last checked, I had 1,914 hours of watch time. So we got to get this up. We got to get this up. So by you watching this right now, you are helping with that. I appreciate you. I am going to upload this so it can be watched. So if you really want to help out a girl, you really want to help me out, you can just watch this through. I would love for you to do it too. But if you could just at least just watch this, I'll appreciate that very, very much. I'm going to be talking until this hits 30 minutes. Whew. I also have this bench that helps with headstands. That'll be another video. So you gotta subscribe. You gotta subscribe to see the bench because I wish I had that bench. See, I don't be Numer. I appreciate the compliments, but I don't even know what you look like. You have no profile picture. They're in a profile picture, so I don't even know who I'm talking to. Mm-mm-mm. 30. All right. Talk to y'all later.